Hello everybody, it's Vicky from the Eagle's Nest. I haven't done a video in a while, so I just thought I would go ahead and video. I'm working on 3 Bible scripture journals, and I've already done a series on this, but I thought I can just, bring you along while I make a few things to go in here. I actually had gotten this one done most of the way. I had it sitting over here trying to do them both, very similar so that I could quickly get them done because I wanted them to be kind of the same anyway. So I was working on this page and I made this. I measured it out, thought I had it, went ahead and made it, went to glue it in, and it's too big. My mistake was I measured I wanted 5 inches, but when I went to fold these, this was a little more than 10 inches, so it technically would have overlapped a little bit, but I just wasn't thinking, and I just folded it to meet. So I've got to make another one. So we will do that, and that will go in here. So I printed out my paper. This is from Janie B. Journals, from a freebie that she had, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off this white piece right here. And I'll go ahead and do this. It doesn't matter. I'm only going to trim it to 10. So I need 10 inches, 5 for the base and 2.5 each for the barn doors. So, don't have a measuring thing on here. So let me measure it by hand really quick and get my 10 inches. Pencil, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got to make sure now after all this. So I'm just going to cut it right there. If it's a little short, it doesn't matter. I may even go a little short because at this point, I want it to be right. I want it to fit. I mean, I've just spent, let's see, about an hour just trying to print something. Not this, I had that. But I didn't have any more of those scriptures to go in the middle, so I had to print. And I have to fill the page. I'm not going to print just a few things and waste the paper. So let's just go ahead and do this. I'm going to mark the center. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be the center, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I fold this in, it should be here. I'm just going to go. I would have cut this off, but it wouldn't fit in the trimmer, so I'm going to do this first and then trim it. I'm just going to butt those up to each other. Okay, so I think I want it to be the same height. Let's bring her back over. What a day. That printer, that computer, I don't know. I just switched cable services again, or internet. I'm not doing phone. Yeah, did I get I think I got the phone. I'm not doing TV. I'm just going to use my Roku from here on out. I don't need TV. I've learned I can live without it, so I just got the internet. I switched back to a company I had. Okay, this doesn't matter the length, but I'm just gonna go here. So I'll save that for something down the road. So we'll just save that for something. This is very stark. So I'm going to go ahead and stencil. I picked this stencil. I've got my vintage photo and my brush. Oh, for a minute there I didn't see it. I was concerned. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. This, I don't know where I got these, but I got like 4 or 5 of them. I don't know if I bought them in a set, but they're very, very flimsy. So you got to really hold them well or they're going to mess up. No, I went over here all the way. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of rub this. I don't know how much is on here, so I'm going to start where I think my scripture is going to be glued on. So actually I had something under here, but oh well, don't have it. I'm going to start like here. Okay, and I'm going to just brush it out so that I'm going to keep it going this way because I don't want the these little things to move. You know, you don't want it to be totally perfect. I don't like those blobs, but oops, that's what I was trying to say. That looks fine. No one will know what you went through. Let me try to match these up a little bit. Okie doke. I'm gonna hold it here and just kind of. I mean, if I knew where I got them, I would recommend don't get them. I mean, sometimes things are in a package and you don't really know what you're getting. For sure. But we just carry on. Okay, good enough. Alrighty. So I have, oh, got a fussy cut my angel. Okay, I'll go quickly because this is, you know, like watching paint dry. But I love my new scissors. These are Tim Holtz little scissors. So I really, Matt, that's not what they're called. I don't know. I've seen people using tiny scissors. And I have a pair that I thought were small, but not small enough to get in little tiny spaces. Okay, around the corner. This fortunately isn't too bad of a cut to have to do. So we'll ink him up. Oh, that doesn't look right on his head. Almost looked like a devil horn. Okay. Let's. Okie doke. I've just had a lot going on. Summers are usually busy for me. I was out in California for 2.5 weeks. Came back. Just getting kind of settled in, and I had company visiting from South Carolina. Now my daughter's coming from California. She'll be here for like 3 weeks, so. Okay, I tried to match these up. It's just hard when you're looking at it on the computer screen to know which one. So I'm gonna start with this one, see if this one will be good enough. Not too big. Fussy tearing is hit or miss for me. Sometimes you can get a straight tear and sometimes it just goes everywhere. Oops. And I'm not one to go like all the way in. I'll just make it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. After all, at the end of the day, get her inked and glued. And this is a very simple project. I've been just trying to find, interesting. I like to kind of ink her up a little bit. I've been trying to find interesting things to put in the book without being too ornate. I want to keep it more simple so that the focus is on the scripture, not on the prettiness around the scripture, but yet I want it pretty too, so I'm trying to come down the middle there. So hopefully this will go well. Usually when things seem like they're going well, it's when you end up messing up. It's like, oh, but so far, okay. And my angel. These I just found on the internet. The angel. These I just typed up, used different fonts so that they weren't all the same. And there we have it. I am going to take my bone folder. Actually, believe it or not, I cleaned off my desk. It's hard to tell. Came in here and there was just stuff everywhere. But this here, well, you can't really see that. That is all the stuff that I'm using for the book. So I want it there so it's right there for me to grab it. Okay, got to ink. Almost forgot. Oh boy. There's nothing worse than listening to someone ink on a video. Oh boy. See how much better it looks when you ink? Some people don't like inking. You don't have to ink. You didn't have to stencil. You can leave everything stark for the contrast. Because sometimes being white is a good contrast, especially to a darker color. So, but I just want mine to be aged looking. I want the aged effect. Even though these aren't like true junk journals, they're like modeled after junk journals, so which would give it the old. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Going as quickly as I can. Well, I don't have to do that, just this. Who wants to do more than they have to? Sometimes you don't know when you make something where it's going to go. But then sometimes it's better to wait and ink when you're going to put it in so you know. Don't waste your time. Okay, this is going here. So we'll do that. You could make it a pocket. I'm not. I'm just going to glue it right in. Get my glue. That feels sticky, so I'll save that. But not for this. I need to glue the whole bottom. I'll just close it in. Oh boy. We need a new glue stick. Don't know how much is left. So I'm going to go ahead just using a glue stick. You can use any kind of glue you want. If you want to use art glitter glue, you can. There's no rules. Use whatever glue works for you. I just like this. This, to me, is the best glue. It's a little expensive, but I don't know. They might all be getting up there in price. Okay, now I'm going to put this about right there. Good. Cover that. Open it up and press it on. I like my stuff good and pressed. Some people, when I'm watching them, it doesn't look like they hardly do anything. I'm like, oh, is that going to stick? Maybe you can't tell how hard they're rubbing, although I see some people rubbing very hard. Now, you can decorate the outside. I do think I want to put something to look like little handles, because once this has been closed, this will lay down better. So let me see what I got. I've got some of those. Oh, can't get the drawer out. I got some of, well, that's the same thing. Same colors, so. You know what would be cute? These look kind of like little rivets. If you had, I feel like I think I actually have some brads that look like screw heads. See these? Of course, that wouldn't have made sense, a screw on that, but something like that. So I can go with this. These are kind of dimensional, so they're going to be thick. Or I can go with just the dot. I might just use this dot right here. Don't know where middle is, and I'm going to use some of this on that because you don't know how well these are going to stick. You just never know. When you give someone a journal, you just got to tell them if something comes up, just glue it down. Glue it back down. I wish I had a, you know what? I'm just going to put it here and put this right on top. There. That's how easy that was. Now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to try to get them even as best I can. You know how that goes. You just shoot for the best. Okay, it looks good. Okay. Put that away. Better close this up. Will I put something else on here? I don't know. I'm going to actually get the basics done, and I can go through later and add things. So, I want to do that in this journal. Let me find that page. It was after this, maybe. Oh boy, I got to cut him too. Well, I don't have to, but I don't know. I'm going to use this green paper. I'm sure it's long enough. I'll start down here, and it's, yes. So I'm going to measure it at 10 inches. I've lost my pencil. There it is, under a bunch of stuff. Okay, 10. Let me make sure that 5 is a good number. Measure your page. 5 is fine. So I'm going to cut that off. This is so quick, I can make 2 on this video. Well, I need to see my mark. Helps. Always. Save that for something. See, I can't get that yet. Okay, let's get our middle. Actually, we can go ahead and mark the middle. 5. Now I'll just do it that way. And then just fold it into them. I'll just do one at a time. And then do this side. Now you tell me why. Okay. I want these to be I want these to line up, you know what I'm saying? Okay, good. And for, how did that one work? That was pretty good. A lot right there. And there will be good. Okey-doke. Where is that mark? I see it. I see it. Right here. There. Simple. Simple. Okay, let's get out this stencil again. Let's see how much better I can do it. Where's the thing? The brush. I do not see it because it was turned around. Okay. Oh, I don't really like the blobs I'm making. You know, those blobs right there. Just because I can't really, let's see. And holding this flimsy thing down too. But like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. I don't think they're gonna be looking at your stencil work. Oh, look at that stenciling. Don't think so. Hope not. Well, let's try to do that a little better. Line her up. Looks like it goes there. Yep, good. Move that a little bit out of the way. Is that where that goes? Looks pretty good. Okay, these brushes are nice, but you gotta start off the page and come in, I guess. There is an art to stenciling, actually. Sometimes you just want to just move on. Well, that's barely there. Barely there. Let's just make it a little more. Okay. Well, got to hold the paper too. Not liking that corner. Boy, this is really becoming a challenge. I got the paper with my finger, so. Okay, is that good? Let's just take a little peek. Good enough. No one's gonna know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ink right now before we glue it on. Here we go with that sound of the inking. Do some heavy inking to distract from the stenciling. Give them something else to look at, you know. Okay. I didn't bone folder that, so it wasn't really crisp. There we go. See? No biggie. We'll get to it when we get to it. Okay. Now I'm going to take the bone folder. Of course, I don't see it anywhere. After I dug it out of a pile of stuff yesterday, let me see, I could have thrown it over here. Or is it under these things? Well, you know what they say. Use your thumb. Sometimes your nails can work just as well. Okay, nice and flat. Oh, didn't do the outside. we will quickly do that. Okay. And the edge of the door. And the edge of this door. Okay. You can decide, is there a particular up or down? I'm gonna go this way. Where's my things? I've got this and that. I don't know, that makes that kind of bare right there. I'm not liking that, so I'm going to go over it. I will fix it. I'm going to take the little one. I can't tell, this looks kind of brown. Maybe this will. How's that look? Okay, that's better. Okay, we're going here and here. Get the glue mat. And we'll put this on first. I mean, and look, I've gotten 2 pages done in a short amount of time. Of course, should have been done yesterday, but oh, I'm going to go ahead and cut him out. I'm going to start here, go up around his wing. This is actually a pretty quick cut. The more you fussy cut, the better you get at it. But I feel like with these scissors, I seem to be able to go around corners and stuff. Make these little circles easier than with my bigger scissors. I don't see a pair. Oh, they're both hanging over there, so can't show them to you. I have some organization. I have a little shelf hanging on the wall that's got some stamps in it, and it has little pegs on the bottom, and I've got my scissors hanging there. I can't just reach them from here. I'd have to stand up and lean over. Okay, good enough. Let's get him down and call him done. Oh, then there's that. Let's peel him off the page. Get him up here. There we go. I'm not going to be able to glue on that, but I can save part of that. Okay. Turn it over. We go ahead and cover that ink. This is down to the end. I want to get the edges very well. There's nothing worse than your edges coming up. I mean, if nothing else, I just like to get a good solid covering to make sure I don't get bubbles, because they do happen and sometimes you see them and I don't like them. Okay, so this is going like here. Looks good to me. Well, it could be a little crooked, but you know, it gives it that homemade look. Okay. Make sure you don't have ink all over your hands. Okay, now I've got to get the little things out again. I'm going to use the same ones, but do I want to use green? I'm going to use the light green. It looked good outside the light. It may look terrible later. We don't know. Okay, so look for what looks like middle. I'm just going to go here. It's better to be low than high because doorknobs are technically low. I'm going to put this on there. And go what we think is opposite. Should be enough for that little thing. Okay, let's try to line them up. Wow, he's just moving all over the place. I think I had glue on my finger. Okay, that looks good to me. Again, people aren't going to be staring at such little things. Okay, so that is that. Let me see if there was something else I could do in here. What was I doing? This was a paper clip I forgot to redo, but I don't think I have those words. Nothing for that. Got that. I've got that. I'm just trying to find different things. I don't want all pockets and all corner pockets. You just want those interesting. I have to find stuff to put in here. That'll be the finishing up once I get all the basics in here. This, I think I'm putting there, so I think I'm just gonna do it. Put her down, get her done. This has been dragging on for way too long. I've got that other one to do. This, I think, might have found that in I have a whole folder on my computer for scrapbooking from when I did digital scrapbooking. And I've been looking in there and finding all kinds of cute things. I'm like, yes. But it's a lot of hunting. I remember I saw something, but don't remember where. I will put something on here, but I don't know what. That's just a plain paper clip. I did get some new paper clips. I think I got these at that $5 store for $1. I'm pretty sure these are the ones. If not, it was something like these. Maybe it wasn't these. Yes, it was these, maybe. No. It was these. I just found these in a drawer. I need to get my paper clips out. I'm thinking this color might look good. That's about the darkest. Or, actually, I like that color. Dadgummit, I can't open this. So we take our scissors and we take care of that. Probably have some in a little bin. Okay. I like this color better. For this one, that just seems to, this is too pink. These other journals had more pink. I don't know that I'm even going to leave this here. I'm probably going to make a paper clip, a hidden paper clip. You know, where you take and just glue something on it, and it's a paper clip. Well, you don't just glue something on it, but you know what I mean. Well, got to work on my eagle part. Oh, okay, I guess that's good enough for this video. I'll come up with some other stuff and have it more planned out so that I can maybe do 2 things in one. So, this is what we did. Barn door. To have something interesting in your journal. We have pockets, belly bands, flip outs, little bags. Okay, well, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a nice day.